Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today it's time for a Project Pan update. This is my year-long Project 10 pan and I've been doing it rolling style for the most part. This month I have made a lot of progress. I haven't finished anything, but I did meet a long-awaited goal on one item, so I'm really happy about that. But let's go ahead and get into the updates. The first product is my Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne Blush, and this has been in the project since April. Looking back at the picture from last month, it doesn't look like I made a whole lot of progress on this, but I did expand the pan slightly. I also like to share the number of times I used each of my products so that you can just kind of see how many uses it took to get to where I am now. So I did use this 8 times. Some of those times I used it as an eyeshadow, and then other times I used it, of course, as a blush. And then also from Wet n Wild, I have my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells quad. And I think this is probably the most exciting update today, but you might know I've been trying to hit pan on the 4th shade in here, the brown crease color, for the last several months, and I finally did hit pan on it this month. I'd already hit pan on the 3 others, so my goal was to hit pan on that one. I was trying to decide whether or not I want to continue working on this since I have already hit pan on all 4 shades, and I think I am going to keep it in the project until the end of the year, just so I can see how much farther I can get. I certainly don't expect to finish the quad by the end of the year, but I do think I can make a lot more progress on it. So I'm just going to keep going and see how much more I can use up. So I won't be rolling any new things into the project this time around. And I'm thinking, since we are nearing the end of 2019 and I am gonna end this project at the end of the year, I don't think I'm gonna roll anything new in. I'm pretty sure about that, just because I kind of want to focus on this group of 10 products for the rest of the year and just try to finish as many of them as I can. I can't really think of any other products that I would want to put in unless it's something that I feel like I had a chance of finishing by the end of the year. So we'll see, but I'm kind of feeling like I want to just stick to what's in the project now and not roll anything new in, but maybe I'll change my mind, who knows. Next I have the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, and this, I thought maybe I could finish it this month, and I haven't finished it yet. I only used this 5 times this month, whereas in September I actually used this 12 times. So I really just wasn't wearing makeup all that much this month, but, and I was also playing around with some of my other foundations too, so that's totally fine with me. I never want to just only use one foundation, even if it is in my project pan. I like to make sure I'm also using the other products that I own, so I'm not really upset about that. I'm not finished yet. I told you in my last update that I had removed the stopper, and so I have gotten to the point where I can hardly get anything out with this doe foot, and I've been using my little beauty spatula to dig product out of there, so there cannot be more than 5 uses left in here, is what I'm thinking. So as long as I use it 5 more times in November, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish it. I feel very confident that I'll at least have it done by the end of the year, but I think I can finish it in this upcoming month. So wish me luck on that, but I am gonna really try to just finish it off. I think I've had this foundation for maybe about 18 months. So given the style of packaging, I really do want to finish it this year just because I don't want it to go bad on me. Next is a product that I made more progress on this month than I have in any previous month. It's still not that much progress, but it's more than I have in previous months, and it's the Jordana lip liner in Rose Crush. While I was also working on the Milani lip liner in Spice, I was hardly using this. Now that Spice is done, I've been focusing on this more, obviously, so the lip liner itself broke while I was marking it on my paper, but that's okay. I can just stick it back down in there. But this is going really well. What I've been doing this month to use it up a little bit more quickly is filling in my lips entirely with it instead of just doing like the outer part of my lips. I like doing it that way, not only because it's a really pretty color and I like to top it off with a gloss. I feel like this with the gloss over it is just like a gorgeous everyday lip. So not only do I like wearing it that way, but it also helps me use it up faster, so win-win. And my goal was to use this 5 times this month, and I did use it exactly 5 times. So I'm happy about that, and I think that I will continue using it that way because it's definitely helped speed up the process a little bit. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, I always like to set like a bite-sized goal for not every product, but a lot of the products, just so I can keep seeing measurable progress each month. And so I don't really have any set goals for either of the Wet n Wild products, but for my Healthy Foundation, my goal for this month is to finish it. And then for Rose Crush, I want to use it another 5 times. I feel like that's a good goal. It's the goal I've set for myself the past few months, and I feel like that is the best way to ensure that I actually use it, is just to set that little goal to remind myself to actually use it, because you're not going to see any progress if you don't actually use your products. So that is my goal for Rose Crush, and I actually met all of my little mini goals last month. The next thing I met my goal on was the Orly in a Snap top coat. I used it 5 times, and my goal was again to use it 5 times. One of those 5 times I actually used it on my friend. Does that count? I think it counts. I don't see why not. It's getting used. Last month I don't think I was able to mark any progress on here, but this month I did make enough progress to where I'm able to draw another little line. So just another little tiny sliver that I used up here, but this is it's actually getting really hard to use this because the brush obviously doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, so I'm really having to kind of like tilt it sideways to get product out, and I notice it is starting to get a little bit thicker. So I think what I'm gonna do is just keep using this as much as I can until the end of the year, and then I'll probably call it quits after that because it's starting to get more difficult to work with. I've had this for, at the end of this year, I think it'll be 3.5 years, so yeah. But I just want to use up as much of it as I can before the end of the year. That's really the goal. So once again, I will try to use that 5 more times. That's a pretty realistic number of uses for me, just because, I mean, I don't always have my nails painted, but I do like to paint them at least a couple times a month, and then I'll also usually do my toes once a month as well. So I think that's a reasonable goal, and it does help me see progress. Next, I have the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. It sucks because I can't really show you any kind of progress on here because like you just can't tell where, like, what's going on. Even if I were to leave it standing upright, I don't think it would help. But I will tell you, I used this 6 times this month, and just now I actually got a lot of product out on the doe foot, but it is getting a lot harder to get product out, and I am having to really kind of scrape at the sides. So I don't think it'll be too much longer on this, but then again, it's really hard to say. Eventually I'll probably remove the stopper if I have to. I'm kind of nervous too because I don't want it to make a huge mess and get all gloopy and stuff, but I'm gonna use it as much as I can before that, and then I'll kind of decide. But for now, I'm just gonna keep moving, and I don't really feel the need to set like a usage goal or anything because I use it all the time. I keep it in my purse and I'll just throw it on whenever I want a quick, easy lip. So really like this gloss. I have no problem using it. It's like my favorite. The next product is the Mineral Fusion Beach Hair Texture Spray. I would like to try to finish this by the end of the year. This month I made exactly as much progress as I made last month. I mean, at least it looks like I did. I only used this 5 times though, and last month I used it 7, so maybe I just used more each time. I don't know. I am wearing it today. Today my hair just decided to be really naturally wavy. I washed it and then let it air dry, and this is what's happening. I just threw in some like a serum, and then once my hair was almost completely dry, I sprayed this in, and this is how my hair ended up looking today. I actually really like it. I do really enjoy this product, and I was expecting when I put it in the project to be using it a lot more often, but I really don't style my hair more than maybe twice a week, so it's not every day that I need to be using something like this, but it is nice when my hair is air drying to just spritz a little bit of this in. I do still feel like I can finish it by the end of the year. I'm hoping to finish it before I move, which is going to be in the first half of December most likely, so hopefully I can finish it even before the end of the year because I don't want to have to take this with me if it only has like this much product in it. So that's how I'm doing on that. I'm going to hopefully try to use it more this month. In fact, let me go ahead and set a goal to use this 10 times in November. I think I can do that. Okay, the next product is the Jordana Black Pencil. This is their 12-hour Made to Last liquid eyeliner pencil. And my goal was to use this 5 times, and I once again used it exactly 5 times. So I'm very proud of that. This, mostly what I've been using this for is just tight lining my upper lash line. I think that's the main thing that I used it for this month. You'll see I made some progress this month, not as much as I did last month for some reason. let's see, last month I used it 7 times and this month I only used it 5 times. I think I sharpened it more last month, so I just haven't needed to sharpen it yet. But this is still going. It's gonna take a while to finish this. I know I won't finish it by the end of 2019, but just wanna keep working on it. And I think my goal once again for next month will be to use it 5 times. That's just a good number for me. It's attainable, and it ensures that I am gonna at least make some progress. Okay, next I have something that I am very close to finishing. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. This I used 9 times this month, and it's so close to being done. It's hard for me to tell how far I will be able to click this up, but I really don't think it's much further. So I'm expecting to be finished with this by my next update. So wish me luck. It's very, I mean, I'm wearing it today. It's a very lightweight, lighter coverage concealer. I've been wearing it most days that I wear makeup. It's been a really easy product to go through. I think it'll be done very soon. And finally, the product that I rolled in last month was the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is a liquid pen style liner with a brush tip. I really like this liner. I've been wearing black winged liner a lot more than I usually do this month. And I used this 6 times, which doesn't sound like very many times, but in the past I was hardly ever wearing black liquid liner, and I have to say I've really been enjoying wearing it more often. I do really like the way a winged liner looks on my eye shape, and it just makes me feel very glam. It's not an extra step that I always take, but when I do, I really like the result. So I'm wearing it today, as you can see, and yeah, I think the goal on this is just to try to at least use as much of it as I can before it dries out. I have had it for almost a year now. I don't know if I'll throw it away at the end of the year unless it seems to be drying up or not, but I probably won't. Oh, it does say 6 months is the expiration period, but I don't know if I'll throw it away before it's dried out because I'm not too concerned about it being unsanitary. So but yeah, that's where we are in that. I again can't really show you any kind of visual progress, but trust me, I did use it, and I'm liking it. So that is all the progress that I've made in October. I feel like even though I didn't finish anything this month, I am really excited to have finally hit pan on the crease shade in Walking on Eggshells, and also just seeing more progress on everything is really exciting. I do think that I will be able to finish quite a few more of these items before the end of the year. So wish me luck. I've really been enjoying panning this year. It's just been a ton of fun, and I really appreciate you following me along. If you did enjoy this video, definitely make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned for more updates. I'll also link below my whole playlist of all my 2019 Project Pan videos if you'd like to catch up on previous ones. But I think that is all for today, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.